Hello paddlers, 6th of September today, a couple of days after the last time I got out where it was burning hot, and it's late today, it's high noon, 12 o'clock. I've been waiting for the mist to clear. It's been misty as hell all morning, still not brilliant but temperatures are meant to pick right up again. Just started and had a hell of an adventure. You come over a little metal bridge there, I've been under it, you may have seen it in one of my videos. And it's a bit funny, you can't see right round it, there's a mirror, you know what I mean. So no lights flashing, no red lights are out to say they're lifting the bridge up to let a boat through or out like that. But I noticed in the mirror there seemed to be a car sort of like on the bridge or just at the other end of it. So I pull round a little bit to see what he's doing, and he's got his hazards on. And I shout to him, "Have you brought down, mate?" Thinking I'll get out, give him a push. Next thing I know, the barrier comes down on my head. Well, head of the car, you know what I mean, on the roof of the car, drop the barrier. Still no red lights flashing around, and by the looks of it, I think they're bust. So I get out, they lift the barrier up, no sorries, no apologies, lift the barrier up, alright. And I have a look at the car. Now it's an old car, and yeah, it did get a little scratch and a dent, but it's not something you're going to start screaming insurance at, because it's an old car and it's got little scratches and dents. So that's not the end of the world. What is though, they lift the bridge up then at this point. Funnily enough, it's that ferry. Remember that ferry I spotted a few videos ago? Well, that comes down. Or up, that comes up, the ferry. Right, they put the bridge down, two blokes come out of this little office, get in the car and drive away, and I says, "No apologies." And they had the window down, just drove off, nothing, no one apologises, no one anything. Now, I could technically sue Beverley Council for that. No red lights, no doubt, drop the barrier on my car. You know what I mean? But I'm not, because like I said, it's a dint and a scratch. But where's the, I won't swear, where's the manners? Sorry mate, the lights are bust, didn't realise you was there, I apologise. That's all it'd have took. Sorry, lights are bust, didn't see you, I apologise, my mistake, shouldn't have dropped it without looking. Like I said, I won't swear because I know some kids watch this, but I bloody feel like swearing, trust me. Talk about the arrogance of some people. You know when you 20 years ago I'd have been getting arrested. I've mellowed in my old age to a point. But yeah, so annoying and frustration, just no bloody manners, some people. If it had been me, I'd have run out to the guy in the car. "Oh Jesus mate, sorry, you okay? Is there any damage? Is this, that, you know what I mean?" If it had been me. Right, these two, they couldn't give a frack. They couldn't give a frack, as my mate Starbuck would say. Yeah, they couldn't give a frack. Talk about arrogant and ignorant. But I'll tell you one thing. Right, there will be a letter going to Beverley Council about it though. Alright, because no, I'm not suing or out like that. Like I said, the scratching a dint, not the end of the world. But it's manners and politeness. And there's a car going by. Yeah, it's just manners and politeness and good and being courteous. Alright, these two, they really couldn't care less. Anyway, you'll probably see the ferry later on. But like I said, I'm out late today, 12 o'clock, because thick mist. Alright, 6th of September, and 2 days ago I was out. And if you remember, if you watch the video, my legs were burning and everything. Well, apparently, later on today, it's meant to get real hot as well. So we'll see. Anyway, paddlers, I'll catch you later. Like I said, I've just got out on the water. So I'm just going to get going for a bit. think they're getting used to me now. They used to run away. Better, I think. Well, paddlers, it's turned out to be a gorgeous day again. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Far cry from this morning, thick mist, horrible. I was talking to a guy in a dinghy and oh, it's an aeroplane. There's a bend in the river then. I thought, is that a freaking boat coming down? Because if it is, it's coming fast. But now I'm talking to a bloke and even he said he was going to come out this morning, but it was just thick. Can't see it. Thick mist. It was horrible this morning. Really damp and misty. But the weather forecast did say the sun was going to come out in the afternoon, so yeah, lovely. I'm still annoyed about that bridge. Can't believe the arrogance and the ignorance of some people. Anyway, I wasn't going to come this far. I've come a bit further than I expected. It's just that it's so nice today. So yeah, I brought my underwater camera with me. And it's really clear here, so yeah, let's do a bit of underwater camera fishing. See what we can see. I'm going to go closer to them trees over there actually, because I can see bubbles. Plus sometimes you do get more fish near the trees. Okay then, bit of underwater footage now. Right then, a couple of people asked me, when am I going to Scotland? You mentioned something about Scotland. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought, and I haven't been back to check, I thought I mentioned in that video it wouldn't be well at least next year. Yeah, sometime next year. Alright, and it's not just like a kayak trip, so to speak. It's going to be more of a kayak holiday. So I'm not going to be paddling every single day. I might, for argument's sake, when I set off, when I get to Scotland, I'll probably get there about 6 AM in the morning, get parked, get straight out, get on the water, pop to the first island, which is about 5 miles away, and then stop. So I'll probably be stopping round about, let's just say 8 o'clock in the morning, just for argument's sake. And then I'm going to spend the entire day there. And my plan is to zigzag up and down the loch. I've worked it out on a map. Alright, it's about 25 miles long, the loch, but the zigzagging route I'm planning on doing, I'll extend that to about 35 miles, maybe a bit more. Alright, but the bottom line is, there's going to be some spots where the plan is to stop maybe 2 days. You get me? And make it more of a holiday than just a kayak trip, as in cover as much ground as you can. I'm not interested in covering as much ground as I can. I'm just interested in covering ground but having a holiday. So I'll be camping and relaxing and stuff, and I won't be paddling every single day. I may make the odd video while I'm there, actually not doing out, if I've got out to tell you, but I'll show you plenty of footage and stuff. But getting back to the original question, when are you going? It wouldn't be well next year if everything goes to plan. But you know what they say, don't they? If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. That's why I never go to church. I'm not telling him my plans. No, so yeah, so there you go. If everything goes to plan, it'll be sometime next year. Maybe May time. But
on the front. Hello, mate. It's just when you need it, isn't it? A hole in your toe float. My toe float's deflating as we speak. Yes, this morning. I've been out in the water for about 4 hours.
bloody hell.
Yeah, well, I've swum the Esk. I've been there and back. I normally come out in the river rat. Nice. That's what I'm going to invest in next. I've got a K2 at the moment. I just use it on the Esk for sea fishing. You know, I use the K2 for sea fishing and stuff. But
You've been out here for 4 hours?
But around here, yeah. Yeah, I've been up and down.
You getting cold?
I'm all right with hypothermia, to be fair. Yeah, I know the sort of the sands and the sea.
mentioned that little tarp thing before. Ground sheet, not the tarp. But yeah, it really does come in handy because the ground's a little bit damp today, which is very strange because it's boiling, so it must be a bit of dew from earlier. I mean, first thing this morning it was just thick mist everywhere, so that's all I can assume. It's still a bit damp, a bit dewy-ish. Dew, not Jewish, dew with a D, dew. I've just upset all my Jewish friends. No, a bit dew-ish, still a bit wettish. But no, this little waterproof thing I showed you last time in that little bag, it's brilliant. Especially when, for argument's sake there, you see, you can actually wrap it all up, pick it all up while it's in there, just move it somewhere if you need to. But best thing is it's all off the wet grass. Anyway, I'm just going to relax for a bit and have a coffee, so I'll bring you back. You're alright, I'm laughing at somebody in a boat. You'll know why in a minute. Sorry. How do I do this? You're making this hard for me. A guy who subscribes to me just turned up. He's there sat in his boat. We've just been chatting, alright? He says, don't put me on camera though. Alright, he's pulled a sickie day from work, you see, to come out because it's such a nice day. So he says, I don't want to be on camera in case my boss sees me. He's going, I'll tell you what, 50 quid and I won't put you on camera. Oh, 2 times 50 quid. That's 100. Is that what he meant? Oh, there's a group of people walking up. I'll have to come back. Hang on. So I've got a dog and I've got Cooker out. Yeah, it was a group of people walked up with a couple of dogs. I saw them just coming around the corner, and I knew when I had to grab my Cooker and stuff, just don't want the dog to knock it over, and you get the gist anyhow. Anyhow, he's gone. He buggered off. But yeah, I can't say it. I don't want to get him into trouble. But he also, this is how I got back to here. He subscribes to Carl on More Than Just a Cleaner. And Carl's video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I can't remember now. But he got a motorised skeg, and he was just going down and stuff like that. And this guy says, I'd love one of them, but I ain't got a skeg on my boat. Well, you can't have one then. But he asked me, he says, is there anything he can put on his boat? Well, if you watch YouTube, which you obviously do, you're stupid. If you watch YouTube, you're watching bloody YouTube. Now, people have jerry-rigged motors and stuff like that and everything. However, if you're interested in a proper motor for a kayak that don't use skegs, so that one that Carl was using, obviously, well, put it this way, I couldn't put it on my boat, but this other one you can. It's called a thrust motor, thrust kayak motor. They're expensive, they're about 1,200 quid. I know exactly what a lot of you are saying, no Johns. But if you check them out, there's not many videos because not many people are buying them, I think, because of the price tag. Alright, thrust kayak motor. They make other motors and stuff as well, but yeah, this thrust one, it sort of like sits on the front of your kayak on like a mount, for want of a better word, and this arm comes off and it goes at the side. Check it out, you know what I mean, rather than me trying to explain it. But they do look really good, you get me, they do look really good. And I was saying, nearly give his name then, no, I'm pointing down there, he's gone, but I was saying to Mr. X, there you go mate, that's buy me a coffee. No, Mr. X, about this thrust motor and stuff, and he was saying it's a bit pricey but it sounds good. He's going to check it out anyhow, because the whole advantage is, some people say it's cheating, and okay, in a matter of opinion I suppose it is cheating, but it's not cheating. I don't personally think having a motor on a kayak is cheating like what Carl's done. It's not cheating. As you said, he'd hurt himself, so he's not cheating. Plus, it helps you explore. Let's say this river is 40 mile long, right? With a motor, you could do the full 40 mile and back again, and you see new stuff, you explore new stuff, or you could paddle one way and use the motor to come back if you know, just, you know, it means you can explore for longer. You get me? Using it constantly, right? There's no point owning a kayak. You might as well just get a dinghy with a motor on. You know what I mean? Alright, but using it every now and again and using it as a paddle assist, still paddling, but have the motor on its lowest possible setting, which I think Carl did at one point in the video. Well, that's fine because you're still paddling, you're still getting a bit of exercise. Because let's be honest, getting out of the kayak is two things. One, it's getting out first of all, exploring a bit, seeing nature, but it's also a bit of exercise. And if you're going to use a motor 24/7, you might as well just get a dinghy. But no, so it's not cheating though if you're just going to use it now and again. And like I said, if you go paddle one way, if you go a long way, you can use your motor to come back again. Not wrong with that, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with that. But the bottom line was a motor there. You don't need a skeg, and that's this thrust motor, this thrust kayak motor. Okay, so I just thought I'd mention it just in case anybody else was interested, because Mr. X asked me. You owe me one. See you on this river again. Right, bring me a packet of crisps. Anyway, paddlers, I'm going to bugger off again now. I said I wasn't going to come back, but seeing as that guy turned up, let's see how daft he is. See if he leaves a comment saying thanks for the information, George. Hope to see you on the river again. And then his boss reads it. See how daft you are, mate. Anyhow then, paddlers, yeah, I'm gonna start the pack away now. I've had a coffee and everything, so I'll leave you some video footage and that's it. Alright, I won't come back, so thanks for watching, cheers and everything, and I'll catch you next time.